Okay, so it's time to do Lover's Paradise. First, obviously, on campaign, so we can then do the survival. And the goal is going to be getting wave 25 on the survival. Although for this video, I will do a full run just to see if the build I want to try on survival works. So then it's a build you could use to armor farm with lower stats. All right, let's get into it. So this map does have a little secret, which is there are, I believe it's 5 of these statues with Bonnie glasses on. And if you what is the word I'm looking for here? If you touch all of them, oh, there's another one, then you get a chest that appears up on top of the bridge there, and what that will do is make you have to fight, and it makes you fight an extra boss. In this case, it's the Cupid boss. And for that, you get a extra accessory reward from this map, which is a pair of glasses. Does that touch both of them? Yes. So I won't be doing that because I do not care enough about the accessories, or yeah, the glasses, and I don't need to make the boss fight harder than it needs to be, so I'm not going to bother with it. But if you want to see where all the locations are, I have a video specifically about this map, also using the same build. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And I do the secret in that video, so you can check that if you want to see. I'm going to bring in my tower booster here. And do some adept upgrading. Let's see, I think there's a spot. Yeah, there we go. I did forget to do something actually before starting this map, which is swap the pet on my monk, because currently he's just got a little wizard equipped and I want to use a eye. So we'll just quickly swap that over. The strategy is, because the normal Cupid spawns over in that location, and then if you do the secret, the extra Cupid spawns like over here, opposite it, basically. But because I'm not using a secret, I don't have to worry about this one. So my strategy is just standing under the bridge, where the Cupid's arrows can't hit us, and standing there with a tower boost monk and my DPS monk. So I believe I need to put that back on my apprentice, or my adept as well. So I believe I have a eyeball pet that I got from farming Spooky Bay. 40k one here, should be good enough. So we'll be using that for the boss. Come on, where's that spot I had? Right there, maybe? Or maybe it's just because not many monsters are spawning, so... Yeah, that's probably it. So if you're not just trying to rush Ultimate Defender like I am, this is a really good map to stop at and either farm the weapons from or armor farm on this map. It's one of the best armor farm maps in the game. And it also has a really good monk weapon on it. Basically, if you don't want to run poly to get a Mischief Maker for your builder characters, you can run this map for the Spear of Hearts, I think it's called. And it's basically the second best builder monk weapon you can get. Nice, I think we got everything upgraded now. Or not? No, we do. So I'm just going to swap to my my monk, I think. And yeah, although I will be farming this specifically just for the cupid, since that's all I care about getting from this map, because I'm just sort of stopping by here to farm the cupid, and then we'll move on to beating Polly. So the build I'm going to use is a armor farming build, and I'm going to run the map to wave 35 just to see if I can. And yeah, hopefully it does. It's possible as well that we get a although I already have a really good monk weapon on my, or builder weapon on my initiate. Although I believe the Spear of Hearts does have movement speed, so it would be better than my Tinker's weapon. Alright, one more wave here, and then the boss. So yeah, I'll just be standing under the bridge like this. And a combination of... There'll be some tower damage. But I'm guessing it's mostly just going to be the eye. And I'm going to want to turn tower boost off pretty early here so that there's enough time for it to come back on cooldown. So then we can skip the boss timer with V. And start hero boosting. And start tower boosting. Ah, that's annoying. It's a lot further away than he... There we go. Yeah, now he's more on top of us. Oh, he's flying away again. Not ideal. He's still... you can kind of see there where he's hitting the bridge on my bottom screen. I'll start tower boosting on my... Tower booster monk, or hero boosting on my tower booster monk since it was on cooldown on my main monk. How much hero boost do I have? 1.3k. Not terrible, I guess. Oh, there we go. And we got our 2 heart fragments and 2 Spear of Hearts. Supreme Spear of Hearts, unlucky. That means we did not get a better one. We did get a pair of alt gloves, though. Yeah. I mean, they not... Oh, with that many upgrades? No, those are terrible. Well, I'm never going to get enough heart fragments to make a heart diamond, so might as well just sell those. Not too bad time. Definitely reasonable time if you wanted to farm this map with these stats. You'd probably want a couple of DPS monks though to do that more comfortably, or a cat or something. Maybe like another character with a cat on or something. All right, let's start with the survival. So, what am I going to do for the survival? I think... Let's see. Let's just start off with full aura stacks just in front of the crystals here. How much tower damage? Yeah, not great tower damage, so it kind of feels bad using electric auras, but we'll see. Then I'm just going to do a buff beam in the middle here. And since we don't have much mana, let's just start off the first wave with... just spam down lightning towers to get through the first wave. Maybe some DSTs as well. Ah, I know what I've forgotten. I forgot to I forgot to bring in a summoner to boost the auras onto the buff beam. Well, I'm pretty glad I put down electric auras now. I do want to get enough mana though for the rest of the build next wave, so and preferably not die here. Yeah, that should be good. Oh yeah, I have to sell everything here anyway, so... Okay. And I don't think I'm going to use any darkness traps here. Let's think. Do I want to use a mushroom tower? Yeah, let's use a mushroom tower. And we will use 2 seed bomb towers as well. And a golem, right? Right on top of all of that. Let's think. Let's fill out the rest of the DU with LTs then. Let's see, can we get that on the buff beam? That is... Yes, okay. Alright, that leaves us with 1 DU. I suppose we'll just have 1 DU left over. Yeah. That is not too big of a deal. Right, let's add in a summoner and then add in our upgrader adept. Get this buff beam 3-starred. And then boost the other aura onto the buff beam. Nice. And I think I'll just cut here and come back when everything's upgraded. Or maybe not even then. I'll probably just cut and come back on wave 25 when we got our cupids. And then again on the last wave. If we manage to make it to the last wave, obviously. So yeah, I'll see you on wave 25. Okay, so we just got to wave 25, we got our lovers cupids, and let's check them out. Supreme and 2 trans, 1 myth. Unfortunately, nothing good there. But it's been really smooth so far. So I'm pretty confident we'll get up to the final wave and beat the survival. So I'll catch you when we get to the last wave. Okay, so here we are at the final wave. And as you can see, I have made some changes. Basically, the mechs were getting really close and shooting rockets at the LTs, so I made the decision to put some reflect beams there. And I also put the pylon right here as well. So probably if you do this setup, just remove the golem at that point and put another LT down, or a mushroom, because I believe I removed the mushroom here. Oh no, it's still there. Or did I start with no mushroom and then added that in as well? I think that might have been something I added. So yeah, if you're not doing reflects, just or if you are going to do reflects, just don't build a golem basically. But yeah, this is done pretty well. And the pylon was for the resistance buff more than anything. The range is nice though for the auras. And now for the last wave, I am going to add in 2 monks, I think, because out of any of the rewards, I would want the monk weapon the most. So we're going to add in 2 monks. And I guess I won't. Tower boost, yeah. I guess I won't tower boost just so you can kind of see what this looks like. There is like the added DPS from my little wizard though on my DPS monk. Or I guess it's an eyeball. I forgot to remove the little wizard. Wow, those mechs really do build up, huh? Okay, that's interesting. It actually got close enough to shoot through the reflect beam. Probably gonna wanna build those reflect beams a bit closer in the future then. Once you sort of get past 2k enemies though, the mechs stop spawning. And the wave becomes massively easier. Yeah, it looks like there's only 2 more left, or 3 more. Also, I realized I just remembered that I didn't show my stats for this this episode, so I'll show those after this wave. They haven't changed since the last episode because I've still not sorted through any armor from those infested runs I've done, so it won't be any different. I need to get around to... Oh, we'll do that. We'll do that next episode, I think. Because, yeah, next episode will be armor sorting and then poly. Because I want to make a better DPS set with some of the armor that I've got. Any of those ultimates armor? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go. Oh, and we got a Spear of Hearts on our summoner as well. So yeah, for completing the survival, you get these fluffy dragons, which can be pretty good. They basically shoot projectiles that leave a damage over time AoE effect, kind of like the Mischief Maker, but it's generic damage. And kind of, it's like the Kraken, the mini Krakens projectile that leaves a damage over time effect. It's pretty good. It's okay for like assault type content where you're just killing trash mobs, but other than that it's not amazing. So we got quite a few ults. And I want to keep one of these. So I guess we'll keep this one since it's got higher base damage. And more upgrades, obviously. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. We unlocked instead of locking a couple of those armor pieces. Oh well. And not too bad, honestly, considering... Oh no, wait. Yeah, I started on wave 22 because the changes I made, the build I started with failed, and then the changes I made is what I started again with. So that is pretty long, to be honest. But I guess that's the difference when you're using less LTs and have less stats. Oh, and no darkness traps, obviously. That will affect the runtime. Okay, well, now that I have that unlocked, I can start from wave 23 and go to 25 to get the Cupid pet. So that's what I'm going to be farming now for, well, until I get a good enough one. And what I would consider good enough is like 350 upgrades around there with hero HP and hero damage. Not really too concerned about AB2, but it would be nice, obviously. So yeah, I'm just going to go until I get a decent Goblin Cupid. Just an alt one with that fits that criteria is what I think I can use. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode when we have that that Goblin Cupid, and we'll sort through some armor, get a better DPS set, and well, attempt some poly finally.